Hey guys, welcome to the new video, well, part 2 of the video. I think I fixed audio, so tell me if there are any issues. I noticed with my last playthrough, you couldn't really hear me, so it was like, yeah. Anyways, this time around, we're gonna be continuing from where it was last time. Um, So who would I like to show my poem to first? I feel like going with Monica. Hi again, Noyoder. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is getting better than the last one I read. Nice. I don't even know. It would be pretty cool if we could see what we made. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. And when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much of a personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Damn. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers? Yeah. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. Of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Bruh. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Or am I? Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Nice. Alright, let's take a look. A little look-see. Save me! Nice! Nice. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Okay, I don't know that word. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, consign, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Yeah. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Yeah, you know, not exactly the kind of thing that everyone just goes around writing back, but... Yeah. Honestly, I think the game developers did really well with, like the poems. I don't know, it really helps you get an idea of who they are. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, they did do that. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short made it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. You see, It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Huh. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Nice. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Wait, what? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. What the hell? Thanks for listening. That felt directed at me. Was that directed at me? Like, you know, when, like, games hide in, like, little tips in them? Like, little tips of how to play the game? Like, I'm thinking of, like, the Pokemon games, where they'll have, like, the trainers when you battle them. They'll sort of just, like, tell you, like, hey, you can do this. Like, you can do this feature, I mean. But, like, you know. Huh. Interesting. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Oh, Yoda. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a great job explaining. I really wanted to try it more imagery. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery, yeah. Yuri visibly swallows. Visibly swallows. Who did that? Can you, like, see when someone swallows? Is that, like... Okay, then. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? She doesn't really have friends, does she? I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do, if it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. This is a metaphor, isn't it? The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning? Is that what it says? I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Yeah, that's a metaphor. Oh, God. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. You can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, yeah. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. I'm gonna remember that because it feels important. You know, like it doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it's something I should gloss over. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what that's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing? And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Noyeda? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Man, now it's just... No, it's making me think. Stop it. Stop making me think. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learnt to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Wait, did I miss a line? I might be ranting a little bit now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. Yeah. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Noya. That's exaggerated a little bit. Yeah. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Is it just me that feels like this is the kind of game that you need to play like a few times before you can actually like fully like grasp every detail? Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go Sayori. Always put Natsuki last. Ooh. I like this one, Noira. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Doesn't that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. That's fair. I guess I like them both. Hee. That's not very helpful, you know. Yeah, I'm that kind of person though. I can't decide. Just let me choose both. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I mean, yeah, that's a good way to look at things. And I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. But then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. I honestly don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. She doesn't... It's like... Oh my god. Yeah. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. but you always think about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Well, if you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. What is this? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Inconsistent. That's the word. Bittersweet. Oh yeah, like the middle ground, like where it's... Yeah. Yeah. I like things that are happy and I like things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, so... Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. That's somewhat relatable. And make a nice, happy rainbow. Yay! Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Nayoda. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through the locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Man, what? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, that's my response. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Yeah, it could be like that. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Don't do that. Don't do that, me inside the game. Don't do that. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. Even it helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Yeah, I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Let's see how long that lasts. Don't get ahead of yourself, yeah. Sirius always had a bit of a habit of getting obsessed with something, then before dropping it in no more than a week later. Yeah, that's pretty relatable. Did they try to make the characters all relatable? Like, is that what they were going for? Because if so, like, applaud, man. Like, he did that well. Because a lot of these characters are very relatable in one way or another. Sayori's always had a bit of a habit. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poems to next? I wonder. Let's show it to the chair. Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better, either. Few what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. But I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. No idea how to respond. That's just funny. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Suki has completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess, yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as a type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oof. Oh, that was a bit unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. That sounds nice. Spiders are pretty neat. As a person from Australia, I've seen my fair share. Anyways. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Oh man, not that bad. That's why I'm... It's just... Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Bro, you're so mean. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. Bro, that's why I'm not friends with her. Oh. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Like, it started off like spiders. And then I'm like, you're so mean. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yeah, it is. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this. I don't like Amy. I doubt I have time to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Yeah! Thank you! Thank you. Do you know people like that? course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Wait, it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Isn't that the same thing as what Yuri talked about? Like, didn't Yuri talk about that too? Like, Yuri's was about a guilty pleasure, like with the raccoon. Isn't... Huh, okay. Something that you're afraid if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. Again, that's the same thing as Yuri. Is there some, like... What? But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think... Yeah, I agree with that. I very much agree with that. Very good point, Natsuki. Very good. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something... That's what I'm saying! Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something about similar to you. That people shouldn't make fun of and make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding her words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors or so. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure. By the way, but the way you put it, it makes it feel like she's learning a lesson. Yeah, well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless it's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Now I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. I kind of want to see them, like, say that. Like, I'm gonna do a good one tomorrow. And then they realize it's worse. I swear if that... Do I keep predicting this? Is this, like... Like, what's up with me keeping predicting this? Like... Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room... Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Wait, what? Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. The complete difference of expression, like Yuri and Natsuki are like, yeah, and then Monica's just like, ee. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Yeah, I was wondering what Siri was doing. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No. Not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. That's a very Yuri thing to do. Guys! No, Sayuri! I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. What? Now everyone's depressed. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put up a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that literature is what literature is all about. Yay. I don't know. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing up in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. And the least we could do is help them out a little bit. Maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oof. What's that oof? Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. God. You know, right? Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to perform a poem of yours. And choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to amplify emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. I don't know. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Oh, what? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Enunciates? What the hell? This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem on her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Suri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Suri! It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way, that way. I see. Okay then. Suri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Suri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Noyoda liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Noyoda. It's not like I compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Noyoda lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Tatsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. And it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if given life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever a face I want to other people. Just when it's my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I thought it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it for the festival. That says, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write the poem for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like it to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Oh yeah, because it's supposed to be Thursday in this world. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Eehee. Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Noeda, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you? Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Eehee. Damn, what should I say? Wait, I'm gonna save this. And then I'm gonna say, I'm coming home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down, so... Awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Aha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point of speculating something that's never gonna happen. That's what I've been saying. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayuri? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh god. I'm gonna like... Wait, what? Why is this here? Wait, I wanna... Wait, what? Why did that have... Yuri? Hey, why'd Yuri jump up? What? Hold up, I'm gonna like... Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Will you practice the piano again? Okay, yeah, You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great. Yeah? Yeah, where'd this come from? Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? When you complain about that, well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of the school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that jokes make no sense in translation. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, they're like, what? Yeah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri or Sayuri's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayuri anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayuri's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayuri. I open my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayuri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Noyoda, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayuri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers around the room across at Sayuri, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her cheek. Why did I read cheek? It's desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Noyena. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you know anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. Okay, hold up. I want to go back here. Sayuri, you really think I would ditch you for your... Because I want to see if this changes, like, what's happening with Sayuri. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Noyoda. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayuri, I've already made up my mind. I don't really care. I can't figure you out sometimes. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Yeah, besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird that for Sayuri to care so much about, but I want to respect her decision. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Blah blah blah. Okay. Wait, cause I don't know. I'ma just beep 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 beep. Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh man, lost my hearing, blah blah blah. It's important to me too. Really? So she's still with the well-being of the Fun Museum. Nero tried talking to herself. Hey, you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Noyona. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? I've had people like that. It's like, what? It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Noyona. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, what did you do? What do I know anyway? What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about that for now. Try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear it from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glanced around the room. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peeping at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. Yeah, next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. Relax, you didn't even do anything, but I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share the concern. Sharing the concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. Little off today, but when I tried to talk to her, she ignored me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Just didn't. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. No, Yoda. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. her mannerisms on the outside don't always match up what's maybe going on in her inside her head. But she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, and I always feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess? But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. And sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. The fuck? I think that you would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri! You're giving me way too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. What the hell? Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. I think I want to talk to... Let's go Sayori first. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like her. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Yeah? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Noyota. Siri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yeah! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out to out of the classroom, humming to herself. I don't like what... Okay. I'm gonna talk to Monica next, then. Hi, Noyota. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style has gotten so refined, Noyota. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Yeah, that's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, a novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Yeah, alright. A lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. I keep saying glaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all to which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Man, these poems are just... You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Yeah, that's a good point. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I mean, you mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. What? Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Aren't you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. No, Yoda. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something that you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. No, Yoda, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it, anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, no, you know? It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. It wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Noyoda. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read it too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. Why is it getting so emotional all of a sudden? Like, that was random. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see that way, then screw them. Yeah. I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Well, if you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show you your... Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh, Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. Wasn't that the first one? Yeah. If you want to read the original, that will be in Part 1. So. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a deep blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds as he raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber. Huh. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... Poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometime. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says anything? But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Now it's just Mitsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyways? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Yeah. Mitsuki elbows connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was Just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Uh-huh. How the hell do you call that a joke? I mean, it's funny. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The wall in your mind will melt away for the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your memories away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see your shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your memories away, your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Huh. That's a nice song. Yeah, this one was a positive one. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later? That sounds like something I would do. Well, yeah, well... It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever. I see. Something tells me the poem Yuri showed me isn't the one she planned on sharing with everyone else. Of course, I chose not to mention that to Natsuki. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing the poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Wait, what's her catchphrase? I wasn't paying attention. Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is wait, no. I missed it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh. Oh, lucky I went back and saw that, because okay. In your books, maybe. Look, the only different thing is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you team being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force her. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Just ignores me? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Because that's what she does. You know. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But even if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Noyoda. The one who is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. So Monica's suggesting I spend the whole weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Noyoda may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just trying to making excuses for Noyoda too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking, isn't it? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Noyoda to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just set us down already? Yeah. Noyoda, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going with... Oh god. What should I go with? It's like... Sayuri? I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I preferred helping Sayuri. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said Sayuri was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Monica? Choose. Don't you like if you choose Monica, you can't choose her either? Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayuri as well. But Norita was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We wouldn't do as good of a job if you made us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. Oh god. So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. So, it's technically most logical for Noya to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Noya? Yuri. Well, probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No? I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Noyoda? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a bit sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Noyoda? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Ah! Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Noyoda picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the very best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do from the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at the time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone doing their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized I didn't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yeah. Alright then, Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house. Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not really nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Noyona. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. And that's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. And as if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me that she was looking for— what the hell? I shake my head. Why do I feel so nervous that Sayuri finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting casually. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply text her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Hold up, I'll quickly save. Once I reach Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit to simply enter each other's houses like we're family. Nice. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayuri? Hi, Noyoda. I sit down in her room. Sayuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayuri's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. But that's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yeah. There's more silence between us. Sayuri stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is clearly uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayuri smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Noyota. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. And you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't even be thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayuri! I grabbed Sayuri by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayuri gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Noyota. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayuri? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Noyota? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Ooh. Damn. And she's just decided not to show it. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. But that's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Noyota. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me rather than doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Noyota, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Noyoda, Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Noyoda, Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Noyoda, Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Noyoda. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs were so warm, and that's really scary too. Man. Suri lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, uh, it's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Suri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I shouldn't just focus on what's ahead of me. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I think I'll leave it before. I'll leave it at when Yuri comes over. That was really, like, deep and emotional, and that... I don't know. Well, essentially what's happened today, the festival came up, you know, they were reading out the poems. There was a second part of Yuri's poem. Well, there's a second part of Yuri's poem, the, streetlight one, I don't know. Then, you know, the planet of, the festival thingy at my house, where Yuri comes over. Yeah, I don't trust Siri. Like, I don't know much about this game, but I do know it's not what you think it is most of the time. That's how I sort of designed the thumbnail. So, I don't really trust what's gonna be happening with Sayuri. And if anything's gonna happen, like, on this, I don't know. I'll probably just keep going until it goes inside, until they go inside. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had have known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't really think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you bought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No. It would be really embarrassed of my room to be a mess with you. While you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in that! I snatched Yuri's which was about to open a desk drawer of mine. What? I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have a few things planned you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Yeah, aromatherapy. I looked at it and I'm like, what? Anyways, oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help taking our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through a bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happened to have these in the bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. Interesting. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Yeah, same. I have no idea. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can manage the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate. Yeah, through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout out through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them Helps you feel them flow through your body. Okay then. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, did you purchase the original origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah. What will those be used for? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon and hang them over the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Hell is that even supposed to mean? Like, is that like a translation error? Or like... Like, no one does that. I don't know. Yuri giggles. Red cheeks? What? Is it just me, or is she a little more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Noyoda. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each of the paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Yeah. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. Yeah, some of them are. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you're getting about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense, huh? Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I'll take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious if its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Noyoda! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it with noticeable fidgeting. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in him and licks the way. Dude? I feel a tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my... What? Okay, no, I'm leaving this here. Okay. What a funny way to end that. I'm just gonna... if you want to see any further, make sure to tune in for part 3, either tomorrow or the day after, something like that, whenever I get around to it. Probably around the same kind of time, anywhere from 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around there. Yeah, and if you haven't already watched the first one, I recommend you go watch it. It's already up there, already finished. You know, you can start from the start or start anywhere you want.